CBS News election law contributor David Becker joins me now. David, Ed O'Keefe made reference to this, but the turnout was off the charts in Michigan yesterday.
Yeah. I mean, the previous record was 2.1 million in a midterm primary. They hit 2.4 million in this one. Really remarkable. And even more impressive, Ed also mentioned this. We learned in a very, very close race, a race divided by only about 14,000 votes between the two Senate candidates and the Democratic side. We learned about it in the morning. 99% of all the votes were counted by the morning. Really impressive, particularly for a state like Michigan, which is over half mail ballots that were voted in this election. So all credit to the election officials who worked overnight and overtime to make sure that we had a clear result, even though it was very, very close.
Even though the president tried to raise hackles about Wayne County and Detroit today, doing as he did in 2020, baselessly.
Yeah, we're going to keep hearing that, of course. We heard that in California earlier. Wherever the president doesn't like the results, he has some complaint that he's going to make about it. But the fact is, every time these election officials, their work has withstood that scrutiny every single time. While the president is complaining, those workers are working overtime. There are Democrats and Republicans. Even in Wayne County, even in Detroit, there are watchers and observers. It is all done under transparency. And that's why all of the elections we've had have withstood all of the scrutiny that have been applied.
I want to show our audience something that's pretty unusual. It was a handwritten note to the Federal Election Commission from the candidate I mentioned earlier in Michigan's 8th District, Tom Smith. Says, Dear FBI Inspector, this is because he said they couldn't access this via email or the web server or whatever. FEC, this is to notify you that Tom Smith for Congress was a late entry into the race for Michigan's 8th Congressional District and has raised only $1,850. We therefore, per your email to us on 7/9, meaning July 9th, will not file a report until the next deadline for filing, technically suspending his campaign. He can get back in.
Yeah, I mean, he can. I mean, he's done that. He won, even though he suspended his campaign, somehow he won. Yeah, I mean, look, whether the voters get to decide, right? We can think it's odd how the voters have chosen. We can disagree with how the voters have chosen. But that's a perfect example.
They will sometimes create for us a mishmash.
Exactly. And that's a case where I guarantee you the results of that are going to hold. The election officials in that district did a really great job.
David, before I let you go very quickly, there is a tote board that you and I keep track of the times that this administration has tried to access or demand from states sensitive data on voter rolls. What's the tote board now?
Well, they've sued 30 states in D.C., 31 cases. As of now, they have a perfect record. They are 0-20. They have lost all 20 cases that have been decided, a majority of them before Republican judges, 8 of those 20 judges appointed by President Trump himself.
David Becker, great stuff as always.
Thanks.
I appreciate it.